Let this gentle tale bring you to a place of rest and calm. Dahlia at William's Meadow Adventure. This story is about Dahlia and her adventurous nephew William exploring a magical meadow together. Once upon a time, nestled in the heart of a quaint little village, surrounded by lush greens and vibrant flowers, lived a gentle woman named Dahlia. Her house was painted in colors, borrowed from the meadow she cherished so dearly. Soft shades of greens and yellows adorned every corner, reminiscent of the wild buttercups and daisies swaying in the gentle breeze. Dahlia had a nephew named William, an adventurous child, whose spirit was as bright and free as the sun-drenched sky above. One afternoon, as the sun dipped just slightly towards the horizon, painting the world with hues of amber and gold, Dahlia decided to take William to the meadow for an adventure. The meadow was a magical place, an expanse of rolling hills, covered in emerald green grass that seemed to stretch endlessly beneath the open sky. Wildflowers dotted the landscape, their colorful petals dancing joyfully under the gaze of the sun. Together, they strolled through the tall grass, which whispered stories of old, to anyone who cared to listen. William's eyes were wide with wonder as he reached out to touch the delicate petals of a nearby flower. "Aunt Dahlia, do you think there are fairies living in this meadow?" he asked with a voice filled with curiosity and hope. Dahlia smiled, her eyes twinkling like the stars that would soon adorn the night sky. "Perhaps," she said playfully, "if you believe strongly enough, maybe you'll find one." Encouraged by her words, William continued exploring, his small feet barely making a sound against the carpet of grass. Above them, the sky was a canvas of colors, with streaks of pink and orange painting the clouds in breathtaking patterns. They came upon a small stream, its water crystal clear as it meandered softly through the meadow. The sound of the flowing water, gentle and rhythmic, was like music to their ears. They sat beside the stream, watching as frogs leapt from one stone to another, while dragonflies danced above the water's surface. "This place feels like a dream, Aunt Dahlia," William whispered, entranced by the beauty of his surroundings. Dahlia nodded, feeling the peace that only nature's embrace can offer. As the sun gently kissed the horizon goodnight, casting the meadow in soft light, Dahlia and William began their walk back. The echoes of their adventure, filled with laughter, and the harmony of nature remained with them as they returned home. Under the starlit sky, William's heart was full of joy, and Dahlia's filled with warmth, fostered by the shared magic of their meadow adventure. Here, another story to bring you calm. A Star and Susan, A Tale of Affection. This story is about Star befriending Susan, a garden guardian, and the deep connection they established through their shared love for nature. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled at the edge of a great forest, there lived a boy named Star. Star was known throughout the village for his bright eyes and warm heart, always ready to help a friend in need. He was particularly fond of his garden, a lush patch of earth where flowers bloomed in a riot of colors. One spring day, while tending to his beloved plants, Star noticed a small, shimmering figure among the roses. It was Susan, the garden guardian, an ethereal being tasked with protecting the beauty and harmony of gardens. Susan had hair like silver mist, and eyes that sparkled like dew on petals. Her presence was like a gentle breeze that stirred the garden to life. "Hello, Star," Susan said, her voice as melodious as a robin's song. "Your garden is splendid, but I see your heart holds even more beauty." Star blushed and smiled, humbled by the compliment. He offered Susan a dewdrop from a rose, believing it held the essence of the morning. Susan accepted it with grace, her touch illuminating it into a miniature sun. They spent the afternoon sharing stories, laughter mingling with the bubbling brook that wound through the village. Susan shared tales of distant lands where flowers sang and trees whispered secrets, captivating Star with her every word. As dusk painted the sky in hues of amber and violet, Star felt a warmth blossoming within him, a gentle affection for the guardian who cherished beauty so deeply. Star realized he was not alone in his love for nature. Susan was the embodiment of its spirit, a kindred soul who shared his devotion. As night descended, Susan prepared to leave, promising to return when the stars sang their lullabies. "Good night, Star," Susan whispered. "May your dreams bloom like the flowers you nurture." Star watched as Susan vanished into the cool night air, feeling a profound connection, as if the garden itself had gifted him a new friend. From that day forward, Star found a renewed joy in tending his garden, each flower a symbol of affection shared between him and Susan. And every now and then, she would appear, her laughter accompanying the gentle rustle of leaves, ensuring that the garden and Star's heart remained forever intertwined in beauty and affection. Now, let's journey on with another gentle tale. The Dance of Harmony, Blossom and Tansy. This story is about Blossom and Tansy, who discover the importance of embracing change to maintain harmony in their enchanted meadow. Once upon a time, in a gentle valley, nestled between mountains dusted with snow and forests teeming with life, there existed an enchanted meadow, known for its delicate blooms that stretched far across the horizon. Amongst these blossoms resided Blossom, a human girl with a heart so pure that spirits of nature were drawn to her by her gentle laughter and the sparkle in her eyes that mirrored the stars above. Blossom had blonde hair that flowed like a waterfall and emerald eyes that seemed to dance with the wind. She lived in a cozy cottage at the edge of the meadow, surrounded by wildflowers and the sweet scent of adventure. Her best friend was Tansy, an elemental who spun for the air with graceful spirals that left trails of shimmering light in her wake. Tansy's essence was like the softest whisper of a breeze, carrying within it stories from far-off lands and secrets of the skies. Blossom and Tansy shared a bond that was as deep as the roots of the ancient trees, a friendship built on mutual respect and wonder at the beauty of the world around them. Every evening, as the sun dipped behind the mountains, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Blossom would call out to Tansy, "Come, Tansy, let's dance the dance of harmony." With a giggle, Tansy would descend gently from the sky, her translucent form flickering in the twilight. They would twirl across the meadow, Blossom grounding each step softly, while Tansy swirled round her like a gentle storm. The dance was a celebration of the earth and the air coming together in perfect balance, a union of nature that spoke of eternal harmony. One particular evening, a chill breeze whispered through the meadow, carrying with it a hint of impending change. Blossom stopped mid-twirl and looked at Tansy with concern. "Do you feel it too?" she asked, her voice as gentle as the petals on her foot. Tansy nodded, the light round her flickering uncertainly. "Something is coming," she said softly, her voice like the rustle of leaves. Determined, Blossom took Tansy's hand, feeling the foam dissolve into light against her palm. Yet her friend was there with her, tangible and real. "We must find the balance once more," Blossom whispered, and together they embarked on a quest through the season-changed meadow. As they journeyed, they shared stories, creating laughter that resonated through the trees, their footsteps echoing as poetry in motion. They reached the heart of the meadow, where stood an ancient oak, its boughs sprawling wide, a guardian of secrets. Blossom touched its bark thoughtfully, and Tansy danced lightly around its trunk, creating a gentle gust that rustled its leaves. The oak seemed to sigh, and a soft ray of moonlight spread across the scene, revealing the path to harmony. Together they understood that the meadow's balance relies on the flow of change and acceptance, just as the seasons turn without fail. Them and Tansy realized that to maintain harmony, they must accolade change as part of the symphony of life. Holding hands, Blossom and Tansy trilled once more under the ancient oak, a dance that sang of unity and peace, a melody never to be forgotten. As dawn broke, painting the sky with first brush strokes of gold, Blossom felt Tansy's essence blend with the air again, murmuring a final pledge of eternal friendship. And so, Blossom returned to her cottage, filled with warmth and tranquility, knowing that some bonds transcend time and carry the spirit of harmony across every breath of life. Another gentle tale is ready to be shared. Muck and Kathleen, Journey Through Dreams. This story is about Muck, a boy, and Kathleen, a lizard, who journey through a magical realm where their dreams turn into reality. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by tall evergreen trees, there lived a gentle boy named Muck. He adored watching the stars with his best friend Kathleen, a curious lizard with sparkling green scales. Every night, they lay on a grassy hill, trying to count the infinite specks of light in the velvety night sky. Muck often whispered to Kathleen about his dreams of exploring the cosmos and discovering new worlds. Kathleen listened intently, her tiny heart beating with excitement at the notion of impossible adventures. One evening, as they gazed upwards, Muck saw a shooting star streak across the sky. "I wish we could fulfill our dreams and embark on a great journey," he exclaimed. To their surprise, the ground beneath them began to rumble, and a golden portal appeared, shimmering with mysterious allure. Without hesitation, they stepped through and found themselves in a realm where dreams manifest reality. They stood up on a cloud floating amidst a panorama of twinkling constellations and ethereal landscapes. "Oh, this is incredible," Kathleen chirped, sails glowing in harmony with the stardust surrounding them. As they wandered through this dreamscape, they discovered beings made entirely of light, dancing gracefully walk celestial paths. "Where are we?" Muck asked, awestruck. "You are in the dream realm," a voice said from the stars. "Here dreams are powerful and create worlds from imagination." Muck and Kathleen's eyes widened with wonder and recognition. "Let's explore and see what our dreams can build," Muck suggested. Together, they imagined vibrant forests, oceans full of mystical creatures, and cities wrapped around giant trees. As their dreams unfolded, they encountered friendly creatures who welcomed them with open arms. There were ethereal birds that glided with brilliance, and gentle giants who carried entire gardens upon their backs. "Our dreams are becoming real," Kathleen laughed, filled with joy. Yet as time passed, they noticed the dreams were like elusive clouds, and magical but fleeting. "We can craft anything here," Muck mused, "but returning home with new inspiration might be even more magical." Understanding that dreams were precious treasures, to be nurtured and grown, they decided to head back. Holding hands, they stepped back through the portal, back to their tranquil village, hearts brimming with stories. "It grow our dreams here, turning them into reality," Muck promised Kathleen. They knew that journeys could be embarked upon at any time, and discovery was but a heartbeat away. So each night, they continued to dream, knowing the dream realm was always within reach, a whisper of starlight away. Thank you for listening. May your night be restful.